Mike, another point picked up. Are you pleased with that overall?
I mean, taking everything into context, they're a very, very good team and they're up there for a reason. So obviously scoring so early is a long time to go. But yeah, on initial reflection, really disappointed because we defended so well and so resolutely. We didn't have the ball as much as we liked, but we knew we were going to have to suffer, and we did for the large extent of the game. And then yeah, just obviously we're getting punished by decisions at the minute. But yeah, the disappointment is for the boys because they give everything, their heart and soul, and I'm feeling really disappointed in them.
Not sure how much contact George actually made for the penalty, but probably just a challenge that doesn't need to be made there, maybe.
Yeah, it's just such a willingness to want to win the game and to do everything we possibly can. So it always coming from a good place, but we've just got to have that fire in the belly and ice in the veins, as you say, because we've got to be calm in certain situations, and especially in both boxes, we've got to make sure that we're a little bit more clinical. But again, a monumental effort, and the boys, they give everything. You can see the heart and desire, and the disappointment is coming.
Other than the pen, we looked really solid. You must be really pleased with not just today, but the defensive efforts over the last few weeks.
Yeah, certainly have. We've unfortunately a set piece. In terms of our defensive record has been really good, and I thought the fact that they had such a large percent of the possession with a lot of very dangerous players and good rotations, we dealt with it well. I think in the first half, in transition, we could have been a bit better, but I think that was, they did to us what we want to do to teams in terms of keep the ball and move them so much that when they win the ball back, they're so tired that they can't get their head up, and that was what we found. We had to ride that, and then the second half, it was similar. I thought we were going to see it out.
That early goal from Dom gave us something to hold on to. A bit of luck with the deflection, but maybe something we haven't had a lot of in the recent weeks.
Yeah, certainly. I think the effort, really justified that of the lads' just desire. But then after that, I feel like that affected us a little bit because we went into a little bit of hope mode, and we tried to just preserve when we really still want to be attacking. And we had to weather the storm. But the boys did well again, and I think it's a mark to say we're disappointed of not getting the win when their team doing so well and they're such a good team.
Yeah, my next question, if you'd just said before the Doncaster game that we were unbeaten against two teams who I think were third each before we played them, you would have taken it?
Yeah, I mean, like I say, where we're at the minute, I think in the first half you could see two teams, one that was desperate for a win and one that believed that they were going to win. And I think that's the conviction we will get to in our actions. And I think the second half, when we made changes, we had obviously a lot of lads getting tired. I think we started to control the game. And then we flipped it onto them when they were getting tired and we were dominating the territory, which is, more like us that we want. But yeah, of course, in reflection beforehand, you want to take the points, keep the momentum and move on.
Ben Barkley back into the team, always difficult when he has to play on the wrong side, but he dealt with it well.
Ben just does anything you ask him and does it to the best of his ability, and that's an incredible trait, and we've got a lot of lads like that will just kind of give everything they possibly got, even when it's on an unnatural side. But yeah, he just kept going, kept working, kept defending very good and organising, and showed that willingness, and yeah, so I'm really pleased.
Good to get JJ back on the pitch. You could really see his quality towards the end.
Yeah, well, I think when Dylan and JJ came on, obviously Georgie, Harrison, I think you could see there's an energy shift, and they want to receive the ball and play, and they understand the patterns. So yeah, I think that's a natural pattern of bringing that quality on the pitch, and we've just got to keep trying to build up his minutes and keep him as fit as possible.
Luke Armstrong out with the squad today. Was that an injury or just one of those selection headaches you spoke about in the week?
Yeah, I mean, it's the hardest thing in football. It's not been easy at all. It's really difficult, but through process of elimination, when I look at the lads, and we know we've got 4 or 5 that need to be brought off, and in the game the substitutes changed 2 or 3 times because we could see lads that were struggling. We needed a bench where we felt as though we could bring on the 4s and the 8s and a wing back and things like that. So unfortunately, that was a decision.
Just finally, 5 unbeaten now. Just feels like we need that win to kickstart things again.
Certainly does, and it felt like it was coming today. I thought it was going to be a grueling, gritty performance, but I thought we'd see it through. And again, not meant to be, but testament to the boys and the effort, and we move forward.
Thank you.